I don't know what happened. I went off for like 20 minutes, and that video cut off after 45 seconds. That's because I didn't have it rotated the right way. Now I got it front facing so I could see it then. The great to meet you, everybody. Say hi. Hi. I went off for like 20 minutes about good stuff. I have to try to remember everything I just said. Oh, let's also pull up my audio back up the computer. Happy New Year's once again. Happy New Year's. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Hope everyone's doing good. Welcome to 2022. Feels different? I think it's going to be a great year. I don't know. How was everybody's 2021? You know, a lot of people crap on 2020. It's like a really horrible year.
So I guess any year that's not 2020 by default just is automatically better. But I don't know. I had a pretty good 2020. It's pretty good actually. Pretty chill. Pretty chill vibes. You know. Was out in the sun a lot. Felt good to be out in the sun, whereas everybody else was quarantined. I enjoyed being out in 2020, you know, because I was essential working at the gas station. People need their Marlboros, bro. People need their Swishers. People need their gasoline. People need their candy bars. I was essential. Is that what I'm saying? Look at this sweet hoodie I got for Christmas. See, as Texans fans, we can get through anything. If you're a Texans fan, you have no fear. You are a strong individual if you are a Texans fan. I'm strong. I'm hardened. I'm so hardened. Nothing can penetrate this exterior. No, I do cry. I cry a lot, actually. Do cry often. But, you know, my 2021 was very good. It was filled with the most new things happening in my life. It really felt, you know, it felt like for a few years I was stuck a little bit in the old loop, and, you know, I'm always trying to work towards something, and maybe it just felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. And 2021 finally felt like I'm kind of getting there in certain ways, in ways I just wasn't expecting. I want to talk about a little bit about purpose, a little bit about purpose, and what I really learned in 2021 about it. Because for years, since I turned 20, like the last 8 years, I've been seeking purpose. Like something specific, like, I don't know what it is, but, you know, I got this idea in my head, you know, around when I was 20 that, you know, purpose is like having something, and it sounds stupid, to lend society in a way, contributing to the whole life as a whole. And so I thought, you know, I had maybe some skill or talent to lend to life as a whole, and that I thought was gonna be my purpose. And, you know, and so I thought maybe it was making movies, because that's what I really wanted to do, and still want to do. And so I thought that was my purpose, though, was to make movies. And so that's what I've worked on for like the last several years since I was 20. And I did. I made my first, wrote and directed my first short film by the time I was 23. You know, I'm real hard on myself, but, you know, I think I deserve a little more credit for that than I give myself. And, you know, that's pretty impressive. It's just been nothing since then for the last 5 years. That's all. But man, those were good times, though. Yeah. I think back about making that movie, and it was just a blast. Met a great, friend out of it. Shout out to you, Levy. And we will make another movie again. You know, everything happens for a reason, and I've been so distraught and just stressed, and sometimes just plain miserable, off and on for a few years, just trying to make that thing work, trying to achieve that thing that I thought I was meant to do. And but everything that was happening in between that may not have directly affected that, I think all happened to me for a reason. And now finally it feels like I've been set on some sort of path, or at least I'm on the right path towards something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It could circle back around to the movies thing. That's one thing I learned in 2021, because I've just been in such a rush. Once I realize I have a limited time breathing on this earth, and one day I will stop breathing, I was very like, I need to hurry up and do this by the time I'm 24, this by the time I'm 27. I've been in very much so of a rush to do those certain things, and a lot of those things didn't work out or fizzled out and have been incredibly discouraging. And so by the time I was 24, I thought I was already done. I thought life was already over. I was like, I already failed at like everything. There's nothing else to live out the rest of my life. Just, I don't know, man. Doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That's the thing I didn't realize about my purpose. And that's what 2021 taught me a lot about. For one, it taught me there's still time. There's still time. I'm 28, and I feel great most of the time. There's still time to do things, because a lot of things kicked into gear this, past year. And, I found, of course, starting off with getting a very good and different job, a job I never thought I would do, a job I most certainly didn't think I'd be good at, working in a factory, making good money. For the first time in my 20s, I felt very financially stable. And that's such a good feeling. And I like my job. That's so weird. I like it. I never would have expected that. But everything happens for a reason. And I found some purpose. I'm not saying that that's my purpose for the rest of my life, but I've learned so much in just the last 11 months of being there. I've learned a lot. And I know it's things that I'm going to be taking forward as I continue to try to conquer, all these goals that I want to conquer, and all these things that I still want to achieve. I just wasn't on the right path before, and I don't know where 100% it's leading, but I just know it just feels right now. Things, sometimes good things are just being thrown at me. I'm just like, what is going on? And that hasn't happened. Like, I've always been blessed in a way. I can always say that, and I've been fortunate and privileged in my life in many ways. But like I said, I had an idea of purpose and what it would mean to feel fulfilled as a human being. And I felt like that things weren't being thrown in my face in my way to help me do those things at a certain time for a certain period of time. But now it's just like, I'm doing things, and then I'm seeing the immediate like positive response, and it's just like clicking in my head. I'm just like, oh, clicking in my head. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe that was what I was supposed to do. Maybe I've been doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I mean, the greatest purpose, that I'm living right now is having an amazing child to take care of and to shape and to make sure she's healthy, and I try to set her up to have an amazing life as well. And there's, you know, a lot to teach somebody, you realize, when it comes to those things. And it's crazy because you're still learning so much yourself, but already there's so many things I want to start teaching her on how to live life and stuff. But, how arrogant of me to do so. Because a lot of things, your parents and people around you can only teach you so much, but you have to live through experience. You got to live through your own experiences. And like I said, I think everything happens for a reason. You're going to go through certain things that other people aren't going through, as well as what people are going through. But regardless, you're going to find your own way through those things. As you should, because I kind of I'm thinking, along the same thought and logic that everything happens for a reason. It's all to prepare you for something, your purpose, possibly. You know? My greatest purpose might be being the greatest husband and father I could be. If you're husband and father, that is top purpose right there. That's top tier stuff. But to be the best at it, well, you may have to go through some things and learn some lessons to become better at it, you know. And I'm thinking that getting this job and going through, everything else that happened in the year, and just overcoming things and learning lessons, I think it's all getting me even more prepared to really fulfill this role and this purpose. And maybe I'll do a little comedy. Maybe I'll make some YouTube videos on the side too. That's all that stuff will be. I still love that stuff, and I'm still going to work towards that stuff, but I can't live being like, oh, that's my purpose. To make YouTube videos or to make movies. I'm going to focus on the important things. I got a good job, making good money, and amazing wife, an amazing child. Everything else will fall into place. Because I already see the puzzle kind of, being put together. The picture's coming a little bit more clear. And so I'm realizing, like, okay, be patient, give things time, make the right decisions, and those right decisions will be reinforced with positive feedback and results. And just stick with that, and things will fall into place. It happens at different times for everybody in different ways. So that's something very important that I've learned and I'm still learning. And, just it's got me real excited for 2022. Like, I just can't help but think it's going to be a big year. It's going to have a lot of good things to bring, a lot of good opportunities. The ball's going to be getting past my way, and I got to be taking those shots. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of bricks. Yeah, there's going to be some airballing. But hopefully I hit one or two, I think we all have a purpose. And if you're somebody who thinks about what that is and doesn't think you're living that purpose, sometimes we just miss the signs. Sometimes we just, like I said, we think of what our purpose should be, and so we're totally being blind to what it actually is or what it actually should be. I don't know, and it's incredible to think that out of trillion people in the world that we could all have a singular purpose. But I think man, I think that's it. I think that's how it works. I think it is. I think it's very very possible that we live in a system and a life that works and in a universe that works just in so perfectly well and so in tandem with everything, dude. I mean, it's just a little bit by design. I'm just saying, it's a little bit to think that life happened by accident is a little bit crazy. That sounds like the conspiracy theory. That's a little crazy to me. It's too well thought out and put together. I do believe that all trans people throughout life, living and then dying off, and life continuing, everybody can have a purpose. Everyone can have a little part in it, in this story, in this movie. We're living a movie. It's incredible. By the greatest scriptwriter, being directed by the greatest director of all time, living the greatest story ever told. Human life, bro. It's amazing. Hi, Misia. Nothing. I'm so mad I missed, this wasn't recording before. This kid was being a comedian. She's going to be a comedian. She was just walking around making fart noises. Just had me dying. I was laughing. She's always got me laughing. When she doesn't have me, she's got me laughing. She's going to be a comedian. I hesitate to say that I'm a comedian, but yeah, dude, 2021, man, was just a whole year of new stuff, new job, getting married, the most important thing of all. Got the blingy bling, got the one ring to rule them all. It's a beautiful wedding, just unforgettable. And then, I started doing comedy, and that, that's, I do it for the love, I do it for the love of it. Like, podcasting, YouTube videos, comedy, it's all stuff that I've always loved since I was like 13, 14 when I made my first YouTube videos, or when I really got into watching stand-up. And, some of that stuff just all, like, you don't realize, like, again, like, purpose and stuff. Like, you don't realize that some of the hobbies and some of the things, or yet you consider a hobby or something that you're just really into as a kid or teenager, might come around full circle when you're an adult. I never really thought about being a stand-up comedian, but I loved watching stand-ups for years. And I love listening to them and their podcasts, but I never really thought about starting a podcast until, a year and a half ago. A year and a half ago. That's crazy. I've been doing this for a year and a half. And I've only got 14 episodes. That's less than once a month. But I still started it, and I love doing it, when I feel like it. I don't always feel like doing it, but that's also kind of the cool thing. There's no pressure. I don't ever think about making a single dime off of any of this kind of stuff. Going on stage, it's just for fun. It's just for fun, and it's because it's something I really love. Never make a dime off of YouTube and podcastings. I don't care. I'm not interested in that. It's totally purely for the fun of it. I make good money in a factory. That's cool with me. This stuff can all be for the love, And movies too, man. I would love to come back around to making a movie or a short film or something for the love of it. That's all, just for the love. I'm not trying to win any Oscars out there. I'm not trying to win Best Picture. I'm not trying to be the best of the best like I was trying to do, kind of trying. No longer interested in that. I'm living very purposefully, I feel like. I want to take care of people. I want to take care of my family, my friends. You realize the real important people in your life. I've battled that real hard. I've battled it the last couple of years about who's important, who isn't, who I want in my life, who I don't. I've gone back and forth real hard with that, of being loving, accepting towards everybody, and being very strict and stingy about who I let in the circle. And I would like to keep it small, but I can't deny that I have this thing in me that just kind of, I don't know, dude. It's like I like just being, I don't know, nice and kind, and even if I'm talking to somebody that I kind of don't like, I can't help but probably still be nice to them and hope that they're okay. I don't know. Like, it's weird. I just want everyone to be doing good, even if I hate your guts. Uh, I really do pray and hope for the best for everyone. And I want this 2022, this year, to be a great year for everybody. I really want this to be the one where people feel like they're striving and thriving. You know, the year that I stopped saying so much. Did I mention this nice hoodie I got for Christmas? I got lots of good toys for Christmas. I got lots of video games to play. I feel like a 13-year-old boy again. Some Mario Kart on the Switch. Some Skyrim VR. It's wonderful. I feel like a little boy. No, I really want it to be a great year for everybody. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be surprisingly good. I think it is. I think people are going to be pretty, it's not going to disappoint, I don't think. But I could be wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of stuff. Yeah. Don't just live with a purpose, but live purposefully. Know your life matters and that you have a part. If you're still alive and still living and still breathing, you are currently taking part in this movie. You're a cast member already. There's nothing you can do about it. You got a part in it. No, never forget that. Anyways, I just want to pop in, say Happy New Year's to everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Love everybody. Hope everyone had a good New Year's. Hope everyone's enjoying their National Hangover Day today. I'm doing okay. I didn't have no drink last night. Just ate a lot of food. Had a nice little New Year's party with the wife and some friends, some good friends. And it was a good time. Hope everyone else is enjoying their weekend. That's about it, pretty much. Love you guys. Remember to think freely, think often. This has been Deep Thoughts. Till next time.